It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Falcons' Offensive Player of the Year. He's coming off a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the Falcons and the Bucs under the lights on Thursday night.
We are just a few miles from the goal. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13 in that last play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 55 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Evans has it left side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Well, the jet sweep, this is Godwin. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Buccaneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's they'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback. And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game. And then away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Get a full...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route.
On fourth down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. There's Evans again, complete. 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. He completes this to Russell Gage. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flushed out right. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton from 3 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're coming off a loss to the Washington Commanders, but so far here on their way to rebounding nicely. They lead as they take the field for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll get this up to about the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5. Incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, what a move. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive consumes 9 plays all total. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season, or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 49. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. They get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Knocks this one through the post, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal could change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
2nd and 1. Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Here's 2nd and 8. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he stopped immediately there. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one taken in by Otten. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 66 yards on the ground for him so far. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. One back in the back, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up. And avoids the turnover. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop.
Well, some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Second and 13. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And able to elude one.